and they bring the likes of Parise into the game, and they're playing a great brand of rugby in Stade Francais this season.
Yeah, Plisson has 4 tries already in the top 14 from number 10. James Hook will have to be awake defensively.
Yeah, and he's got a drop goal. He's one of these drop goal type players. A little bit can be accused a bit of too much going for the drop goal when play is on. But Daunty outside him again. We mentioned him, only 21. He's been a real fine and getting off loads away. They're playing a really great brand of rugby. It's the type of stuff you'd see from Stade Francais 10 years ago. Indeed, Toulouse and all these type of players or teams. Stade Francais are actually being the leaders of this type of play in France this season.
Well, 9 wins out of 14 is proof of how successful that is. They haven't turned it into tries too often last week against Grenoble. They probably should have got the winning bonus point. They failed to do that. Today's referee is Cyril Lafont from the TMO, Laurent Valine. I'm sure he'll be called into action at some stage during this game. There is Jules Plisson, ball in hand. Selected ahead of Monet-Stain. The referee blows the whistle. Plisson gets the game underway. Ball held at the second attempt. Well controlled by Perpignan. Ball through the hands. The first play of the game outside the 22, now pass deep. A long clearance downfield. Stan with plenty of options in front. Bonneval sends up the bomb. Well chased, well collected by Bonneval. Brings a big cheer from the home crowd. Can Stade set something up here? Get the ball wide and two quick passes. Parise's out there. Did he manage to keep the ball in play? Touch Church's flag stays down. Stade keep it alive. Big crunching tackle coming in there. Chao Fifeneur and Charteris working together. Strukosh with the tackle this time. Stade still in possession though. Plisson pulls it back one. Dante moves the ball on. Is there a little bit of space here? Bonneval almost through the gap. Hold to the ground just inside the 22. Ball recycled quickly. Stade are lining up wide. Good defensive line though from Perpignan. There's the ball again. Fiol moves. Is there space back inside? Arias stopped in his tracks, running straight and hard. Plisson moves it on. Line just a little bit flat maybe from Stade. Paul Williams' tackle. Perpignan managed to slow it down. Fiol is looking for some big men close in. To set up another platform. Turn slow ball into quick ball maybe. Slow again for Stade. Fiol looks at the narrow side. Bourban is the man to receive the pass. Oh, back for the drop goal attempt early. Plisson, half blocked down. Well, it can go anywhere. Turnover. So pass back into the 22. But clears. Yes, they'll come back. Well, everything happening in the opening couple of minutes, Aidan.
That's really good stuff. And just really good defence in the end. Look at this. Stays in play. Really well done. Raises that foot. Comes off, I think it was Strokish's back. And that leads to great play. And this man, Bonneval, talking about finds of the season, another French native, and having a fantastic season for Stade Francais. And that counter-attacking has become part of his game, and he's really bringing the Stade Francais team with him.
Well, first line out of the game, it's for Stade just inside the 22. Antoine Bourban is lurking in the scrum half position. We can expect the ball here, maybe not. The ball didn't find Bourban. Might have been better to have Fiol on hand. Ball out to the feet of Fiol. Plisson sends one skywards into the 22. Good chase here. Parise just couldn't get his hands to it. Joffrey Michel did, and it went forward over his hands. Scrum for Stade.
Great to see the timing. Both times they put up a bomb. Bonneval earlier on. The timing of the attacker this time was Parise. They're slowing down. Often you see a lot of players running under the ball, and it's very hard to actually attack it. You've got to slow down and time your jump, and they've both done it really, really well, and it's paying off for them. And this is an ideal place. Scrum in the middle of the pitch. Defence doesn't know which side you're going to go, and you often see tries come. If they execute it well, as Yannick Drew watches on, it could be a try, and this one of the best places for backs to attack from.
Cyril Lafont having a Long look at the scrum. Front rows have gone down. He'll want that reset. Pitch just cutting up a little bit. Yeah, front rows both losing their footing when the squeeze came on.
Perpignan, after all that defence as well, you really need to put the ball out of play. You need to give your team a break, and the defence was at 6s and 7s because they didn't put the ball out and they defended for such a long period. Ball has to go into the stands in those occasions.
Oh, Stade concede a free kick. Now the chance for the break. Juvenile shaping to take one quickly. A lot of shouts. No, from the teammates.
Absolutely. They all need the break, and it's so important because in rugby it's not a non-stop endurance sport. It's short bursts of activity and energy, and you gotta actually take that into account as a playmaker on the pitch as well, and take your breaks when you get them, because you train that way off the pitch. It's your fartlek kind of training, short bursts of endurance, short sprints, 30-meter sprints, 40-meter sprints. You're not doing 15, 20 minute, 40-minute runs.
Clean ball, one in the line out, moved quickly into midfield by Stade. There's Dante, new hairstyle for him. Good barging run. Stade recycle quickly. Paul Williams out wide, looking for support. Arias is across. The Perpignan defence stands firm on that occasion. Alexander Flanquer felled. This is Parise. Good work from Tao Fifanua to track him. Little change of direction. Chip for the corner. Nicely judged. And the bounce just takes the ball away to touch. I think Perpignan will be relieved with that.
Absolutely, and nearly holding up Plisson. Good option there, because in fairness to Perpignan, the defence has been really good. They've been sending this outside-in defence, so they're sending up the outside of the line to block off the pass for Plisson, and that's why on a couple of occasions we've seen them giving the pass back inside. And here again, it's where the outside defenders have a little bit of prominence and come ahead of the inside defenders. And for an out half, when he looks up in the corner of his eye, he feels that pass is not on. And when that happens as an attacker, you got to start doing switches. You got to start doing more type of elaborate plays to bring players into attack the inside channels.
Yes, there are some of the Perpignan players injured. Richard Houghton got a bad gash in the game against Munster. On screen now, Tommaso Benvenuti receiving some attention.
His teammates will be happy with that as well. Get a break again. Perpignan defence has held fast thus far, though.
Stade get up, get fingertips to the ball. Do they keep it in play? They did. Pape fancy the little chance, but he's driven backwards, releases the ball. Sempre unable to wriggle his way through. Pape's there, fancies another go. Parise's coming across. Burban is on Pape's shoulder. Can he reach for the line? He does indeed. The referee is bringing play back for the penalty. He's saying Pape's a double movement.
His actual term was he was climbing. So he's climbing on the ground, which is a double movement. Looked okay for me. It looked like he took the impact and then reached. Good strength from Pape as well. I don't know how he managed to get that reach in. And he's had a resurgence in this year in Stade Francais. You know, his career kind of went down into a bit of a trough, but he's really come back, and his carrying in particular has been really, really strong.
Yeah, just seemed to wriggle on a little bit here. Watch this before he stretched for the line.
And there, you know, if you're a player watching what Bourbon in particular did there, he cleared the way for Pape to get that run in.
The throw a little bit long, and the bench deceived. Plisson has been hacked downfield. And Stade just a little bit sluggish getting back. Was there a tackle off the ball? Whistle blows. Referees. Some binding here. Penalty, yeah, that's the one I thought. Oh, what a turnaround here now. Will James Hook fancy a bash at this one? Pretty central position. Just on the edge of his range, maybe. He has a little bit of a look.
You can see when you have those kind of turnovers like Perpignan just did, it really buoys the team, because they go, all our defence, all our hard work is paid off, and now they're in a position to lead this game with a 3-point opportunity. I thought it was a tough one because it looked like he was going for the ball on the ground. But
I think if we see it again, it wasn't the first Perpignan player that got up that was pulled from this angle. There was one pulled back just behind that. Great chase by Batu.
A bit lackadaisical from Stade Francais. Now Bonneval, it's kind of in his nature, that kind of nonchalant run back, but he did quite well. But 3-point opportunity for James Hook.
Yeah, he'll have to force this one a little bit. There's a couple of runners supporting in case it comes back off the woodwork. Yeah, maybe just about had the distance, but it was forced and went to the left-hand side and wide.
But it's very important mentally for that, even for the players, to realise all that defence. Still 0-0. We had an opportunity, a better opportunity than Stade Francais did.
Polisson's 22-metre dropout comes down at halfway. Danny Leo is a big tackle, so Pape slipped offside here. No, he was okay, but he knocked the ball on.
Does it very well. Pape's timing on attack on the scrum half from that pillar position in defence. He often gets his boot in. You see Parise doing it often as well, just when they go to pass. That's okay because he's his hands on the ball. And if Pape would have been better off using his foot there, because then it's not a knock-on.
Yeah, he lives right on the edge. He's picked up a couple of yellow cards in that position as well this season already. He timed it perfectly there.
Yeah, and you want your, particularly your back rowers living on the edge. You want them to be on the verge with the referee all the time. That's where they need to be.
Oh, front row's really struggling here today. At scrum time, another slip. I don't think we've had a completed scrum yet.
It's great to see, like, the likes of Pape there. His career was kind of just dipping. It was a huge dip there, and it's like somebody got him by the scruff of the neck and talked to him and said, listen, you've so much more to give, because his work rate has improved, as is all these Stade Francais players, because Stade Francais were coasting for a long time, and they were lucky not to be dropped down in the divisions. It's great to see them back playing good rugby and energised.
Yeah, last season they finished back in 10th place. There were 19 points off the playoffs. Often wonder where the player you talk about, Pascal Pape, how much is the improvement in his play down to someone like having the youngster Alexander Flanquer coming in, got a couple of French caps during the summer, new challenge.
Yeah, I suppose there's a bit of that as well, because this kind of mentorship doesn't really happen so much in France. You don't have the older player kind of teaching the young one, because there's such an influx of foreign players. That interrupts the whole thing, and teams like Toulouse actually have that. They have a mentorship program where the older heads, for example Fabien Toulouse before, would take on somebody like Roman Miluszewski and kind of train them in and kind of pass on some of the age-old tricks of the trade, and that, when you have an influx of foreign players, that upsets the apple cart, particularly for the French team as well then, and the production line of players in any club. And that's why academies are so important, and it's one of the great things in Stade Francais is they're investing in that. They're investing in French players and bringing them through, which will be a breath of fresh air for Yannick Brou and the French nationals team.
Polisson, beautifully judged kick. Pape just couldn't get his hands on it, but Geoffrey Michel knocked the ball on. A great chase again from Parise. Scrum, central position. Stade Francais pulled it faster in the last scrum than the old messy ball trick. They didn't really push. Perpignan came racing through. Stade won the free kick. That's the result. Now that there's a scrum inside the 22. Options both sides.
As you say, great kick chase from Parise again for the second time, because that's a long distance to be covering, and he certainly hasn't lost his athleticism.
Slimani penalised, free kick awarded. Sonny Tamalolo not happy with something that happened. Referee shrill blast on the whistle. He just wants the two sides to break up.
Les 6 premières lignes, venez voir. Les 6 premières lignes. Première ligne, venez. Il y aura plus de courant pour vous. Les premières lignes. 5 mêlées, 0 joué. Ok? Votre responsabilité maintenant. Moi je prends les miennes, vous allez sortir. C'est clair? 5 joués, 0 joué. 5 mêlées jouées, 0 de joué. 5 mêlées sifflées. Allez, à 10.
The French is getting better.
Vous mettez comme il faut. Vous passez pas en
5
scrums,
scrums, no play.
Yeah,
Non.
look at that. Like two Capricorns, goats going at it.
Well, the two Perpignan props, Tamalola and Polika-Yon, played against each other in the Autumn Internationals. Romania beat Tonga in a bit of an upset.
T'as eu le même problème?
Today, it's Tamalola going up against Rabah Slimani. He's recently been promoted to the French side.
Jeu.
Stade win possession once again. Polisson tries to kick into a little bit of space. Geoffrey Michel
Repli rouge.
read the danger. Intra, good tactic really. Michel was probably staying deep. And here comes Parise, running behind a couple of his own players. No accidental offside or obstruction. Fiol releases the pass. Fiol had to reach in a second time on that occasion. Good endeavour from Stade once again up to the 10-metre line. Quick ball away by Fiol. Polisson moves it on. Dante won it again. Really, really powerful runner. Flancais just caught in possession there. Presents the ball well. Stade have moved the ball left and right here, but they haven't created any gaps in the defence. Good work from Perpignan on the defensive side. Digby Ione, debutant in the top 14 today. The Australian international was held out wide. Fiol pulls it behind Bourban. Polisson really has good pace, good pass as well from Polisson. Bonneville out wide. Perpignan not committing many men to the ruck, and that allows the defensive line to reset and stay organised. Pape hauled to the ground by Botu. Fiol has good energy and pace. Bourban had to wait for that one. He's done well. Good composure from Bourban. A lot of players would force a knock on. A little bit of space opening up. Rabadan just lost his footing. Fiol away quickly. Now is there space. Polisson caught in possession. Hurried his pass, bouncing around. Whistle blows. Oh well, it always happens, doesn't it, Aidan? In passages, so many phases of play. Somebody strays offside.
Somebody panics, somebody comes out of the line, and it happened right there in the centre. But great play again by Stade. And we see what we're talking about by Fiol. The speed of his pass is just fantastic. And that was on. That was on over that far side. That was try time if it went through the hands. Just needed somebody to come out and have a type of a wrap or something. But it really opened up for Rabadan. He did really well to get this ball back.
Good support from Semperane, the second man in as well to protect the ball. Sonny Tamalola was up really, really quickly.
See in the middle, just lazy track back there.
Butter just walking back.
Vous y êtes?
And costly because the tackle came in on Polisson. They managed to break it down. Had he hurried back, it was turnover time possibly.
And they need this, Stade. They need some reward for all that possession, and really quality possession as well. And this is let him kick this one over, but it's one of the places they haven't been great is being clinical and coming away with points.
Well, 17 minutes gone on the clock already. It's hard to believe. Score still 0-0. Not anymore. Jerome Fiol provides the 3 points. Easy enough chance for him. And Stade at last are rewarded for their efforts and their territorial advantage.
It's like you said last week against Grenoble as well, John. Stade had a mountain of possession and really quality possession, but did not get that bonus point and fully deserved it. But they just it's one of the places they have been weak, is not turning all that possession into points.
Parisse's little chip over the top almost worked out, but Perpignan come on the counter-attack. Etoun tackled, leaves the ball back nicely. Juvenage moves it away. Charteris receives it head wide. Don't often see him running with ball in hand in open space like that. Tamalulu thought about the pass, decided he preferred the option of receiving the tackle. Commit a few defenders. Hook tries a little chip through. What way will it bounce? Oh, Fiol it was, got back. The whistle is gone. Penalty, Perpignan. Was there a little bit of a block? Well, if there was a block on the players coming through and it was that tight, surely a yellow card must be considered. James Hook is going to have a shot at the post. Let's see this again.
It's a tough one, John, always. I hate that because the player just turned his back. You'll see it here. Watch this, he just turns his back. He's protecting himself as well. You know, you've a guy running straight into you. You're not going to open up your arms and open up your body for him to absolutely take you out. You're going to actually drop your shoulder to protect yourself. And it's one thing a lot of referees who haven't been players don't understand that, because it's a protective thing as well, like, you know, and you look sometimes like you're taking a guy out, but you've got to protect yourself.
Yeah, brace for the impact that you feel is going to come. James Hook brings the sides level and 3 points each. Great response from Perpignan, just what a side needed. Just watch it here. Yeah, Parisse, maybe clever play. Possibly if Parisse had taken a bigger contact, he would have been deemed okay, but it looked like with the shoulder that he just led a bit. But if the referee gives a penalty, you got to think it's a yellow card as well. 3 points each in Paris. Great pass from Hanke van der Merwe, the South African prop forward. Former Leinster player, of course. Fiol in all sorts of trouble here. Perpignan turned the ball over. It's been picked up. Referee's unsided. Now it's back on the Stade side. Pascal Pape put his hand on the ball. Now he gets the pass away. Took the tackle. Bourban a little bit isolated here. Perpignan just can't stay on their feet. Fiol. Oh, it's all gone very scrappy all of a sudden. Parisse wrestle to the ground, gets the ball back to Fiol. Plisson. Oh, miscommunication, the ball's gone loose here. Perpignan get a boot to it, good work from Hook. Hook, sensible play, lets the Stade ball player get back to his feet, then makes the tackle. From the 22, Stade decide the territory's the best option. Etoun, that one almost spun out of his fingertips to go forward. Was that one forward, just about flat. Huge tackle coming in, and the crowd enjoy that. Tamalulu. Pick and drive from the top forward. Stade go off their feet, penalty for Perpignan. Tapped and taken quickly. Plisson's not back 10 metres. Well, he knows he might be in a little bit of trouble, but it seems to me Cyril Lafont is enjoying the game and he's no interest in producing yellow cards.
What a hit by Bourban. Such a great feeling as a back row when you get one of them in, because often you get stepped. As he was coming across, tracking across, and the step came absolutely bisected the player.
Take you down there. Oh.
The referee wants a word with Pierre Rabadin. And Luke Narroway from Perpignan.
Sans le capitaine, c'est bon. Parle bien français, c'est bon. Capitaine, c'est bon. Quand c'est sifflé, on s'arrête, on se parle pas. Aussi bien en français qu'en anglais, on se parle pas. Ok? Et là, c'est le coup d'œil. Ça va. Terminé. Relax, les gars. Ok?
Very polite referee asking, does he speak French? To narrow it. And this is the criticism of Stade Francais. All that possession And now they're looking at a 3-point deficit.
Capitaine.
Look at this hit. Bang.
Eh?
Only criticism, if you're going to be hypercritical, should have gone for the ball, dislodge it, because he had it. He had the timing. Look.
Well, the crowd are enjoying that every replay on the big screen here.
That'll be on Burban's highlights clips. Because he got him just when he stepped, so his feet were off the ground. And when you get a player like that, can absolutely melt him.
Interesting option taken by Nkevu. I think the quick tap penalty. Resulted in another penalty. Stade not back 10 metres. Nkevu almost kicked it too far out of his hand, just about controlled the ball. Because he knew Stade weren't back 10, he was going to get a second chance. Falls to James Hook, is that going to curl back? No, just outside the right-hand side of the posts. Sergio Parise touches down. James Hook 1 from 3 now.
But isn't that incredible? 1 from 3, they could be 6 points clear. And after all, a fantastic endeavour by Stade Francais. And that is the place they need to get right, because they do all this fantastic play, and they've done it time and time again. They should easily win games, but they're always struggling in the last 20 to actually close out a game and win it in the end.
James Hook opted to go right. Really have too much support there. Chao Pifanua came in support, but gets caught in possession. Antoine Bourbon burrowing in there to steal the ball, wins the penalty.
He's getting better and better, Bourbon, as well. You can see him becoming a regular in the French side eventually. He's not the most skillful offloaded type player, but he's a hard worker and will run through a wall for you as well.
Clisson takes play towards the 22. Great work by Bourbon there. Parise made the tackle low. No support.
Complet.
Ramadan with the catch towards the back of that line out. Stade attempt to set up the ball. Forced backwards. Good defence from Perpignan at the first instance. Well, Stade will need to get the ball out of there. They drive back towards the 22-metre line. Managed to get forward momentum. Makes it a little bit easier for the scrum half. Slimani in to protect the ball. Bourbon with the pick and drive. Wrestled to the ground, but he's got inside the 22. Parise, Sempere on his shoulder. Sempere driven over the ball once again. Slimani, the prop forward there with a little pump-up pass to Blanquer. Big athletic second row. Fiol gets the ball away now, but again the Perpignan defensive line looks very good. Bonneval is in from fullback for Stade. Held up, but driven on towards the line. Perpignan desperately trying to get Bonneval across the touchline, and they managed to do so. I don't think that hurry to get into a row with Jonathan Dante. He's young, but he's a big unit.
He's a good player as well, but it's a place they're letting themselves down and start out what when you feel they're making all the ground in the forwards and really nice intricate play, little passes between the forwards, no knock-ons. They're all on the same wavelength, they're all singing off the same page, and that's because they're training this way, and you can see it ingrained in their game.
Chartres there to hold on to the ball. The referee apologises for blowing the whistle. In the crowd, you hear the whistling. Throw just a little bit low for Chartres, maybe hit him in the belly. And as Fiol stole away, the whistle went for the knock-on. Not too sure why Jonathan Dante was wrestling for the ball there. He must have known it was Perpignan ball.
Flexion!
The all results now in a scrum for Stade.
Lié! Jeu! Oui, neuf!
Shove comes from Stade. The ball is there. Referee's arm is out. Stade get the penalty.
The move that, you know, has dropped out of the game is a simple 6-8, right? So in that position, scrum goes, wheels that way. Parise backs into the scrum half, passes to 7 on this occasion. Rabadan coming around. Rabadan has a clear run for the line then with Fiol on his left, so he can offload it from left. You just see that heads-up rugby has dropped a lot. People just stick to the move, they stick to the game plan, and that heads-up rugby is fading in rugby because almost teams are overcoached and they go, but that's not what we did in training. And instead of actually playing what's in front of them, playing the numbers that's in front of them. And Stade are generally good at that, but that was an occasion missed.
And a big shove from Stade here. Parise struggling to control the ball. It's all broken up. Picks up. Whistle blows. Another penalty for Stade Francais. Binding broken.
Yeah, this brings new pressure because if they get another penalty here, surely it's going to be a penalty try, but they still have to execute the scrum well.
Oh, huge pressure coming on that scrum. Almost moving too fast for Parise, that number 8, to control the ball.
Need Rabadan and Verban doing a little bit more work as a flanker there. You're not just pushing in your prop, you're actually trying to disrupt the opposite prop as well and get in on his bind with your head. You don't see them doing this.
Shot down on that occasion. The referee's awarded a penalty. He's gone for the pocket on this occasion. Well, that's a big call at this stage in the game. And with the pitch so cut up, it seems very, very harsh on the prop forwards. Went down almost on contact.
He had to do something though, didn't he? He has to stamp his authority, and in fairness to him, he has tried to let it play, but that looked like a slip. It actually looked like a boot slip, and he looked to the touch judge for that one.
Numéro 6, s'il vous plaît. 6.
Oh, Sebastian Taufifanu will come into the action. He's getting some last minute's words of advice from Marc Delpoux.
Speaking of units,
just short of 20 stone.
On est trop près pour que je vienne là. Je te laisse ce côté.
I wouldn't like to be Mrs. Fafanua with the old shopping bill for these two boys.
Flexion! Just comme il faut. Allez, choisissez bien l'intervalle et restez-y. Oui. Allez, ça paye. On va voir, il faut qu'elle avance.
Kavu has come in to work on the flank here to keep an 8-man scrum.
Parise will have seen that as well. It means there's space out there. They can get the wheel the right way.
Oh, they slip again. The front rows go down. Silala has seen enough. Trots under the post and awards the penalty try. Stade Francais, for all their style, all their effort, it's a penalty try. Power in the scrum in the end that brings the try.
There we go. So what we were talking about earlier on, Rabadan going in, disrupting the prop, sending your head in, and then pays off.
Jerome Fiol there to congratulate all his pack for their effort. Now he has the opportunity to add 2 points.
Just to be fully clear, I'm not saying you headbutt the opposite player. You disrupt his bind so you can go in on his arm, and just puts extra pressure on that prop, the opposition prop.
Merci.
Jérôme Fiol successful with 1 kick from 1. And the cheer rings around the Stade Francais. Jérôme Fiol adds the 2 points. Oh, it's been fiery up front. I don't know, have we seen the ball come back to the scrum half yet from a scrum? Don't think we have, and we've had more than half an hour's play.
Slimani's it. He's a good prop though. One for the future.
Ten points to 3. Stade Francais lead. They have a 1-man advantage as well.
Jouez la noire.
Will probably take them to half-time. Fiol with the clearance from inside the 22. Orange touch safely past the 10-metre line.
And that's perfectly executed exit play. Ball comes down, get it to a decent angle for the either scrum half, out half to clear, and you want to end up around the halfway mark. This, of course, being down to 14 men messes up your lineouts. You have to change to shorter lineouts.
Perpignan win the ball. All fired infield. Votu looking to open up some space. Back infield to Yakevu once again. He runs straight into another big hit.
That's Slimani. It's not just his scrummaging, it's what he does. He's good on the ground, he's good at tackling, his work rate. And one of the really good things he's very, very good at is this tight play with the forwards. Little intricate passes under pressure, so that they're not just picking and going into people, into bodies. They're running at space, and he's always involved in those with the likes of Parise, Burban, etc. And they're all able to handle in those close quarters.
Clisson has taken play almost up to the 22. Yeah, the tackle came in, and look at Antoine Burban again. Great strength on his feet. Burrowing in for the ball. Perpignan didn't release, concede the penalty. Now find themselves under pressure once again. Pape with the take at the front of the line edge. Well, Stade should get a bit of full momentum here. Perpignan have hardly committed anybody to the ball. Chartres is in there. The two Ivanua brothers helping out. Good work in defence by Perpignan. Managed to hold it up, and then when the ball was not coming back on either side, they win possession. Stade should have done better there. They really had a good opportunity.
Got to get the ball to the back of them all. That's the golden rule. The front guy should never have the ball. Puts it on his hip, next guy takes it. That's why you often see hookers in particular at the back of those mauls just driving it with the ball in their hand, and then they're communicated to by the scrum half.
Ramadan picked up a knock in that scrum that brought the penalty try. Scott Lavala, former Dublin University player, comes on. Ramadan seems to have a problem with his left eye.
Going back to that scrum actually when he sent his head in.
Flexion. Lié. Jeu. Winners.
Big shove from Stade once again. They spin it all the way around. Whistle blows. Another penalty. Parise's taken it quickly, but he came well infield. Took it beside the referee. Which is often the wise thing to do with the referee. Brings them back. The penalty is in where the scrum took place.
Sur la poussée, vous êtes emportés alors les gars.
A little discussion going on. Here's a replay of the scrum.
Je crois qu'il est suffisamment qualifié pour faire la touche. Oh, si.
Yeah, hard for Carissa there. Right, he's going to assume the referee standing where the penalty is. Maybe better field position here. Line out to come.
Venez plus vite en touche, ok? Venez plus vite en touche. Couloir rouge. C'est bon.
Oh, Sempre needs to find his man. They go to the back. Carissa rises. Oh, basic error there. Pape stepped back and then drove in again to the players in front. He flung care on the shoulder.
Just came out of the maul and back into it. Well, you see this, Pape. He's got to stay and let his players pass over him rather than him come out.
It really was obvious, straight in front of the referee. Very unusual to see that.
And it is killer. That sums it up.
Although scrum, even if it's a Perpignan scrum, still an opportunity for Stade. They have completely got the upper hand at scrum time.
The field be ultra vigilant as well, because this ball can spill back behind Narroway, Strokosh, and there could be an opportunity there for him to pounce.
Two and a half minutes to go to half time. Perpignan cannot wait for the half time whistle. Well, they win the penalty on this occasion, and that'll buy them some time. Paulika Elon getting the pat on the back from his scrum half to Walt Duvenage. James Hook, no rush whatsoever from him, finds a good touch past the 10-metre line.
He's still in the game, and that is the problem for Stade Francais. Stade Francais should be streets ahead, 3 tries ahead perhaps at this stage. With only a 7-point gap, Perpignan are still in bonus point territory, which they really badly need.
Good possession needed here for Perpignan. Go short. Here comes the ball. Let's got defending here from Stade Francais. It's good work. Referee's arm is edge. It's advantage Perpignan. And on they go. Oh, Stade have got 2 players through the ball carrier now, not legally. Danny Leo taking off the tracksuit. He's ready to go as James Hook has a look at the posts. Who's going to have the shot? This is a bit further out than his first miss. Good work for the tight 8 from Perpignan, or the tight 7 in this case.
They've certainly been the better in those closer quarters with the maul. And in particular, the line-out, Stade line-out this year hasn't been great. They've gone through games with it like a 50-60% failure rate, so it's one of the places they need to up their game if they want to be competing.
Well, James Hook maybe has one eye on the clock here. If he can just drag this out a little bit, the 40 minutes will be up, and he sends it on its way. And I think half-time will bring the sin bin to an end as well, or pretty close to it. Can't help Hook's concentration, sends it on its way. He's got under it slightly, and it's pushed. Comes down under the post. Parise touches down. Cyril Laflamme blows the half-time whistle in Paris at half-time. It's Stade Francais 10, Perpignan 3.
Français.
Just went 2 seconds over the 80 minutes, or 40 minutes rather, in the first half. Maybe another minute or two left on that sin bin. The referee looks ready to go. Cheerleaders seem like they're not too keen for the game to restart.
The referee's distracted by the cheerleaders.
Ok. Capitaine. C'est bon?
James Hook gets the second half underway. Perpignan in all red, playing from left to right. A little bit of an aimless clearance from Stade.
Laissez-le passer.
Perpignan really sending up the return kick. Geoffrey Michel, nobody else chasing it. Pressure here. Plisson needed to have a powerful left foot there. Sliced the kick downfield. Guitoun tries the crossfield kick for territory. Nicely judged kick, bobbles away to touch. That's a nice start from Perpignan.
Very good kick by Guitoun. That all came from Bonneval at the start. Uncharacteristically bad kick from him. You know, you need to be finding grass, you need that ball to be bobbling around, and he kicked it straight into Perpignan hands. Counter-attack came, and that was a clever kick by Guitoun. You'd often see him counter-attack, but it wasn't on, and executed that really well. And that's what we talked about him before this game even started. He's got many strings to his game, to his bow, that he can pull out the right one at the right time, and that was the right time.
Shortened line out from Stade. Pierre Rabadan is back in the side. Went over as a blood substitution, had an injury to his eye. Back into the action. Sona Tumalulu is back as well. There you see him, number 1. Ready to charge here, but Fiol will get the box kick away. Good distance on that one. Good clearance from Fiol.
And that is intelligent play, and you know, a lot of people go, why would you take the risk of that extra phase, giving it to Parise? What that does is create an angle, and it either create the angle for Fiol to give to Plisson to clear the lines, or indeed Fiol to do that, which he did really well. Good powerful kick by him.
Change in the back line. I'm sure you saw the caption there. Lefemi Mappi is on for Tommaso Benvenuti. Tamalolo charging into the defence. Plisson driven away from the ruck. And here come Perpignan again. Michel into the line, gets inside Paul Williams. Dante was across to help out his centre partner there. Duvenage looking for something from the referee. A little pop-up pass. Danny Leo was on the charge. This is a bright start to the second half from Perpignan. We didn't really see them have this many phases of play in the first half. Stade appeal for some obstruction. And Pape again times it nicely on this occasion, and again knocks the ball on.
He does it every game, but you need him to. It's a very hard ball to actually take and capture in your hands, even the size of the bucket hands he has. But you can't really take that, because it's a hard pass from a 9, very hard to intercept and actually catch it with one hand. So use your boot, and Parise does it all the time. You see it here, the knock-on coming.
Yeah, his only hope is really if he deflects it up into the air and gets a chance to catch it.
Flexion!
Perpignan were under all sorts of pressure at scrum time in the first half.
Les têtes contre tête, vous arrêtez ça. Vous arrêtez ça tout de suite. Oh, les 6 têtes contre tête, vous arrêtez. On y va.
Referee wanting the players to stop booking heads, head on head.
Vous allez prendre un coup de pied frontal pour ça. La prochaine fois, c'est pénalité, d'accord? Ok?
I think it's more the other side. Slimani.
Flexion! Lié!
And this side.
Van der Merwe head to head with Paul Guillon. The referee didn't like what he saw. Penalty for Perpignan. James Hook indicates he'll have a go at the posts. Yeah, Henk van der Merwe never completed his bind.
C'est à gauche, et faites attention, tête contre tête toujours. Ouais.
We're going head to head on both sides of the scrum. Eventually slot together. But a good start to this second half. Perpignan have come out all guns blazing.
Absolutely, and playing the right type of game. That what we talked about at half time at Stade Francais need to do. Switching the ball, switching players, bringing your wingers into the game, bringing your back row into the game. And Perpignan are the ones that have come out and done it.
And James Hook pretty much straight in front of the post, just inside the 22. Makes that one look easy. And Perpignan have the first score of the second half. In a low-scoring game, the travelling fans get to wave the Catalan flags at last.
And like any game, the longer they stay in the game, the more they'll believe, and the more the Stade Francais will panic. They'll try things where they'll have knock-ons or make mistakes.
Well, 2 knock-ons there, I think. Costly error perhaps for Perpignan. They really should have gathered that and cleared after getting the score.
There wasn't much protection as well for that catcher. Often you feign you're going for the ball as the front players, the players in front of the catcher, so you can actually protect them in somewhat. And there was no urgency there in the Perpignan forwards at all.
Flexion. Lié. Jeu. Louis neuf.
Front rows have popped up. The referee wants the ball played. Advantage now for Stade. Dante, a standing start, driven backwards by Botu, but got away, wriggled his way free. The referee sees no advantage coming for Stade. Perpignan front row popped up, penalty Stade Francais, and a chance to get the lead back to 7 points almost immediately. Good response to that Perpignan score.
Great strength there. We saw just a little cameo by Dante. Real great strength to just grapple himself out, escape, and make some decent ground. And almost nice, really nice play between 8 and 9. Just broken down. Dante had overrun it here. But look at this. Wriggles out. Just pumping the legs, arms, everything. And it's disappointing for both the fans and the players when all your play, your intricate play, your nice offloading game, your good speed off the ground from field to police on doesn't pay off with tries, because it's disappointing, because you're going through all these phases in training and you feel it should work, and then when it doesn't, you get a little bit disappointed.
Field now, third shot at goal, 100%. So far this afternoon. Curls that one back between the posts nicely. Pierre Rabadan has sent it back to the bench. Clearly took a bit of a bang under the left eye. Almost hanging up there nicely. Guitoun and Mapic give chase. Stade secure possession. DB Yone trying to dance his way through the cover. Little pick from Sempere, ran straight into the arms of Danny Leo. Important defence on the fringe. But he's chasing as an appeal that he was ahead of the kicker. Joffrey Michel takes well, but Scott Laval is there with the tackle. And for Van. Laval had cleared off his feet. Perpignan secure possession. Guitoun in midfield, he's always a threat. Pops the ball back in field. Strokosh coming on his shoulder. Tromalolu just at the pick and drive. Player ahead, accidental offside.
Where was the defence in Stade Francais? They were in serious trouble out there. Very, very lucky that Guitoun didn't spot that was a hooker he was up against originally. And Charteris it was. If that was, if that was a powerful back runner, they were in serious trouble. Stade Francais back line absolutely absent.
So the error from Perpignan lets Stade Francais off the hook in a possibly threatening situation. And scrums really have been a struggle in this match.
Flexion. Lié. Jeu. Oui, neuf.
Well, once again, the referee's whistle prevents the ball being played. Stade Francais penalised on this occasion. Paul Nicayon, the Romanian, getting the pats on the head from his teammates. The crowd don't like it.
I have no idea, John. Not going to even pretend. These guys don't either.
Possibly a case of Stade got the last penalty. Perpignan are getting this one.
It's been a lottery in this game. Very frustrating as well. Like, you can see the frustration creeping into Stade Francais now. Still no tries to show for all the endeavour, and Perpignan growing more and more into this game. Second half certainly has been Perpignan so far.
Well, Hook has one successful penalty kick since the break. This one really important, out near the 10-metre line, 15 metres in from the far touchline. He's coming through some heavy turf to kick this one, but it's all about the left foot planting it firmly. For the right-footed kicker, this one should be well within James Hook's range. Crowd getting a little bit impatient. Hook sends it on its way. It's a good contact. Has it got enough? Just gets over the crossbar. Good kick from James Hook. I thought he got under it a little bit, but he narrows the gap once again. Some good security on the ball here. 13-9, Stade Francais lead. Poor work from Perpignan. They concede the penalty once again.
Burban in again. Dug himself in really, really well. Great work from the 6.
Straight away, Fiol has the chance. Narroway stretching to catch the ball over his head.
Really well done by Burban. What he does, he gets his body beyond the ball and then uses the pressure from the Perpignan players to pull the ball back. Really good technique.
Oh, he's had several steals in this game. That one gets a kickable penalty for his team. Imagine the Perpignan bench are furious at this stage, but that just looked a little bit lazy. Narroway did well with the catch and the support wasn't there. Well, Fiol punished aside. He struck that nicely. Bisects the uprights. Good kick from Fiol. Making the most of his chance back in the starting lineup.
He's playing himself ahead of Dupuis, isn't he? And he was the starting 9 at the start of the season. Dupuis managed to get back into the team, but for me, Fiol, speed on the ground, his intelligence, and now his place kicking as well. There's very little between them. For me, Fiol pips the post.
Julian Arias as well. Gets the ball outside the 22. Pape was on the ground. Just Perpignan a little bit unlucky there. One of their players fell in an offside position when they get in with the boot. It made it obvious the offside player hadn't really cleared out of the way.
Top 14 was actually all right. It was the other player, but he managed to come straight through.
Oh, Clisson. Good kick from him. Got every last metre out of that one. Arias underneath the restart. Got away from the first tackle. Good strength from him there. He was swallowed up by the red shirts.
Just says a lot about the game, because Arias, we've barely mentioned him in the game, and he's usually one of the really involved players, because he hasn't got any ball. The ball hasn't got out to him. Good Perpignan defence, and not always the best decisions made by Clisson.
Stade line out, they go towards the back. Parise got a hand to it. Field got the ball away quickly under pressure. Scott Lavala, good acceleration and strength from him. Ball presented nicely. Field changes direction. Almost hit the referee. The ball not held. Knock on by Stade.
But it was better, wasn't it? We talked about this. Stade Francais using their back rowers, running against backs to create space, and they did it really well here. Line out with a couple of back rowers out in the back line. Good run by Lavala, takes out a couple of backs, creates a bit of space. Just the referee standing in the line. Field protests to no avail.
Yeah, it might have been better to hit the referee with the pass. He's a little bit behind Clisson. Big shot from Stade once again. Arm is out from the referee. Penalty Stade Francais. How are we going to see a completed scrum in this game? Oh, what a drive from Stade on that occasion. Perpignan, scrummage destroyed. The result is another effort to come from Jérôme Fiol.
Gerardo telling the referee it's very dangerous that they continue to drive.
Just gives you some idea how much the pitch is cutting up here. Fiol 4 from 4 so far. Three penalties, and then the simple conversion for the penalty try. Well, this one has the potential to be a little bit of a turning point in the game. Fiol slots the kick, takes the lead at beyond 7 points. Perpignan will need to score twice to win it now.
Nice for Fiol as well. They've all been kickable kicks. Very close to the sticks, not so far wide. And this 100% record will help his campaign to be the starter in this Stade Francais side.
Kisipulu coming into the action. Stade Francais now leading 19 points to 9. Oh, blocked out of the kick. Where's the ball gone? Parise underneath it. Ball stolen from Parise. Unbelievable steal by Nikebu. Kisipulu, the new man into the action, stopped 5 meters short of the line. Can Perpignan get quick ball here? Juvenage just a little bit slow, waiting for it. Goes to Strokosh. Strokosh steps around one tackle. Lavala holds him. Little pick and drive. Good work. Chomalolu 3 meters short. Top 15. Roman, that is, stopped 2 meters short of the line. Juvenage moves it now. Surely Perpignan have to get the try here. Oh, has he squandered the chance? But you held on to the ball. 2 men waiting outside. There's advantage coming. There may be a yellow card as well. Arias is holding on to the ball. Referee stops the clock. I think there'll be a Stade yellow card here. Arias had plenty of opportunity to let go. The red card goes back in the pocket. 14 is called over. You said Arias wasn't in the action too much. He was called upon to defend then, and he just lay on the ball, kept an arm on it. He pleads his innocence.
I don't understand why players plead. It's done. The card is there.
14, la main au sol. Non, au sol,
Saying he couldn't move away. That's what you would say. But what a turn of events. Parise, for me, should have put boot to ball and just cleared that out. Trying to run through the eye of a needle, a tiny little gap instead of just, and he's well capable of kicking the ball. And this, they butchered it just all too flat. That's why he couldn't get the ball away, because he was too flat, and the players outside him are too flat. For me, that should have skipped him anyway. Arias had stepped in, there was gap out wide. The only danger would have been a possible Arias intercept. But now, we talked about this in the first set, Perpignan very, very good at the maul and in an ideal position.
Clock ticking towards the final quarter of the game. Guerrero needs to find his man here. Doesn't do so. Whistle blows. Taken out in the line out. Shamalalu considers it. A little bit of a fight breaks out. The referee has whistled. Oh dear, Pape could be in trouble here. That's a bit of a sly shot from Pape.
He actually made contact. It didn't look like he made contact with Dan Leo.
Well, Leo's hands were being held. Pape had a little jab.
Frustration, John, as well. Like we mentioned this, that the frustration will creep into Stade Francais.
The referee asking Guillaume Guerrero to get his side back. Buy a little time here. Pape's in trouble here, I think. Laurent Valline.
How things have changed in rugby, what? Before, about 15, 20 years ago, you didn't even have touch judges.
J'aimerais que tu regardes s'il y a un jeu de loyal particulier à sanctionner.
First one was a swing and a miss. I don't think that was a miss.
Did he make contact?
The all started from here. Those Chartres taken out in the line out. Penalty was awarded.
See that Leo put his arm around, looked like a swing. That could even things out for the referee and pull out 2 yellows.
Here we'll see, does Pape make contact? Oh, hard to tell.
Regarde si le 5 noir n'a pas été victime d'une brutalité par hasard.
That did not make contact. Pape came back for another go.
He does, yeah.
Ça, on l'a pas vu pour moi.
If you're going to get the yellow, you may as well do it right.
Non, j'ai pas d'image.
Not too sure who's holding Danny Leo's hands. Kissy Pula was in quick, didn't like what he saw.
It's like a game of 1 potato, 2 potato in there.
D'accord. Donc tu me recommandes, d'après ce que j'ai vu au
Pape did take it looked like a forearm earlier on from Leo, but I think it was too earlier on in the action. Referee may have missed it.
Trainer wisely out with the blood capsule just to make Pape look the victim. Yellow card for Pascal Pape. Pape obviously took a blow himself. Stade Francais are down to 13. Arias already in the bin. Pape gone now, a minute later. Leo makes the catch in the line out. Perpignan fire in their belly now. Stade managing to hold Perpignan out. It's been stopped once. Leo carrying the ball at the back. Blanquer has his arms on the ball carrier. Perpignan edge on towards the line. Can they drive over it? Chamalula doing his best to drag his teammates across the line. Cyril Lafont has a little bit of a look.
Burban, fantastic work again.
Fight breaking out once again. Stade Francais are upset about something here, that's for sure.
You see it again. Brilliant work by Antoine Burban.
Capitaine. Restez là-bas, ça va. Le match prend une tournure vraiment déplorable sur l'état d'esprit, ok? Chaque accrochage, chaque rôle, il y a toujours un accrochage derrière. Il faut vraiment que ça cesse. Ok? Il y a déjà eu les jaunes. S'il faut aller au rouge, mettez au rouge. Ok? Ça marche? Là, pour moi, vous avez perdu la balle sur le maul. Il y aura une mêlée pour les noirs à 5 mètres. Vous l'avez perdu. Dans un deuxième temps, il rate la balle.
Ref saying that the game has fallen into a deplorable state of affairs. Every action has some type of punch or ill-disciplined reaction. Very frustrating now when you have to be that player to go off. It's so frustrating when you're going off for somebody who's got a yellow. You can see the frustration there for Flanquer.
Gerhard Moster coming on in his place. Lavala can play in the second row as well. He'll probably slot in. And it's 8 for Perpignan against 7 for Stade Francais in this 5-metre scrum.
There we saw Burban getting in there, and he did it so well. And a split second to get in, make himself feel like he was a Perpignan player, and save a certain try.
Jonathan Dante in at wing forward to keep the Stade Francais scrum balanced. Binding gone on this side. Stade get the penalty. Antoine Burban waves his fist in the air. And the referee's going to award 10 metres for afters here.
If Stade were playing their cards right, they'd incite it, entice a punch so that you get a yellow on the other side, balance things out. This is perfect. If Perpignan wasting time.
Well, Guillaume Garato's getting more and more impatient with the referee. The referee's losing patience with all the players. But it's an opportunity for Stade to clear. The scoring chance slips away on this occasion for Perpignan. Clisson coolly and calmly finds a touch out towards halfway. Yeah, great work by Henke van der Merwe on this side against Kisi Pulu. Davina Taube coming on. And Zach Chalafo. Change at hooker.
Slimani, that's fantastic. Both these guys, I don't want Van der Merwe as well.
Romain Terran coming on at hooker for Perpignan in place of Guillaume Garado. Perpignan just need to play this clever for 5-6 minutes. They get a couple of scores, throw not straight.
What a killer. What a killer. And, you know, it's the wrong play off it as well. They were going to go wide. They needed to hold that in, took it under the jumper, wind down the clock. Try and get it 90 seconds out of that one.
Yeah, they had done so well, using up 3 minutes of the tin bins already.
Flexion. Lié. Jeu.
8 against 7 in the scrum this time. Oh, not too bad from Stade, a man down. Ball comes back on the Perpignan side. Defence just had to reverse a little bit. Maffei gets it to Geoffrey Michel. Dante coming in over the ball, couldn't get his hands on it. It's a keen battle for the loose ball. Have Perpignan managed to secure the possession? No, Stade have turned it over. Was that a little fumble forward? Ione pops up the short pass. Plisson sends one off Hooker's opposite number, makes the catch. Nkebu looking to counter-attack from deep, bounces off one tackle, releases the ball nicely. Guarada's just into the action. Outside is Tumalolo, rather. Well, it's almost like basketball out there. Perpignan have the ball again. 2 men extra, remember. Guitoud tries a little chip over the top. They need to play clever rugby here, and they're not doing so. Digby Ione was back to collect the ball for Stade. Plisson, acting as the scrum half, goes to Parise. Parise wisely just secures possession. Moster piling in to protect the ball. But Stade concede the penalty on the ground now. Big decision here for the visitors. Do they take the 3 points? Get back within a single score? I think they have to.
Just not clever play, is it, from Stade? First from the Plisson kick, kicking straight into the middle of the pitch, straight to James Hook. That opened up the entire pitch. And actually, Perpignan executed it really badly. They had this on out wide. Nkebu does well, but they had numbers here. Just badly played again. That should have been kept alive, and Stade were in serious trouble. And then Stade had the opportunity to clear the lines again, and Parise runs it, and that should have just been cleared and sent down into the 10th row of the stands, just to give them a break and while down that clock.
Well, James Hook has scored all of Perpignan's points this afternoon. 3 penalties. He's missed a couple as well. But this one, absolutely key to the end result of this game. Well, there's a big cheer from the home crowd, and the reason is Hook has pushed it past the posts.
She really should have got that one. That was well in his range. Frustrating day for James Hook. Not all of them were very kickable, but if you look at his stats today, yeah, very disappointing. And particularly after they'd been so successful in the maul, and that was a big decision going for the kick in the first place, and that was to secure a losing bonus point.
Plisson kicks long and low, finds a little bit of grass. Nkebu moves the ball on infield. This is better from Perpignan. Strokosh not released in the tackle. Penalty tapped and taken by Duvenage. They have an overlap here if they move the ball quickly. Geoffrey Michel tries to slide through the gap. Michel goes on. Great work from the fullback. Duvenage tackled as the ball came away. The referee said play. And the home crowd are happy with this decision. It's a way to touch. It's a Stade Francais. Line out. Michel did so well here. Moster just couldn't hold on when the ball was needed quickly. Stade managed to slow it down enough. Well, was Duvenage taken before he had his hands on the ball? The referee was perfectly placed.
Good carry there from Leo, an offload. That started a whole phase, whole sequence. But Duvenage, he's been slow on the ball. We've seen it a couple of times. Pape coming through on him. He's putting his hands on the ball and then looking up. And in total contrast, if you look at Fiol, he's looking, deciding what he's doing, then he's going for the ball. And that's the speed. That's been a huge difference in service from both scrum halves today. And Duvenage was the guilty party this time. And that was a wasted opportunity for Perpignan.
Jérôme Porrical, the former hero of Perpignan, is onto the field of play for Stade. Michael Van Buren coming on as well, replacement hooker. Well, there's about 3 minutes left on the Arias sin bin, 2 or 4 on Pascal Papes.
Well, it's very difficult for a hooker to come straight onto a throw like that.
Well, finds Parise, but it's pressure on Fiol. He'll be driven across the touchline. Has he managed to keep the ball alive? Somehow Fiol did. Stade still have it. They're 10 metres from their own try line. Fiol is back on his feet. This is just going downfield, you think? Fiol taking his time, using up every second. Clever play. Hasn't found touch though. Michel floats a long pass infield. Guitoun is there, faced by a line of black shirts, looking to go the long way around. Just runs straight into Paul Williams and Digby Yone. Well, Perpignan have committed a lot of players to rescuing this ball, and it's slow coming back. Here it comes now, but Duvenage. Oh, look at the red shirts lined up on the far side. Can they get it out there quickly? Not away, back in field. Kevu was tackled as he received the ball. Votu having a look at his options, runs cross field. Perpignan really seem to be playing without any plan at the moment. Can be difficult to play against only 13 players. You'd think that the gap must come. Maffei, can he set it up? Couldn't get his pass away. Kept driving though, kept the ball moving forwards. Duvenage, flat pass. Where is the gap going to come? Red shirts lined up across the field. They come the narrow side. Guitoun, will he get his first try away from home? No, forced across the try line, or the touch line by Jérôme Fiol. Julien Arias returns. Stade are up to 14 men.
Fiol, what a game he's had, putting his body on the line. Look at this, look where his head ends up, around the knees, just absolutely committed to that tackle. Fantastic, and Guitoun so strong and has scored so many of them, and Fiol, intelligence again to lie there and take as much out of that as possible. Little knowing look there that there was nothing wrong with him. Those little things are so important and have a massive impact on the game. Perpignan doing the same thing as well, nothing wrong with him there. The magic ice bag out, and Arias back on the pitch. They've survived, and Perpignan remarkably have not put a dent on the scoreboard.
Pape getting ready to come back into the action as well. It'll be about another minute. Julien Dupuis, you just probably saw on the camera. Perez has come on, awkward ball back. Van Buren did well to keep that one in play. Stade have the ball alive, 3 metres from their own try line. It's at the feet of Jérôme Fiol. Just about got the box kick away from underneath the long arms of Chartres. Now can Perpignan move it quickly here? Tackle comes in. Oh, Votu swallowed up. Arias back straight into the action to make the defensive tackle. There's a Stade player on the wrong side. Stade have the wrong players out wide here. Danny Leo doing well to help keep that ball moving forward. Duvenage reaches in, gets his pass away. Perpignan looking for something from deep. Guitoun, good hands from him. Is there some little bit of magic from the likes of Maffei available for Perpignan? They're very, very flat again in attack. Guitoun has done well. He's created a bit of space here. 4 against 1. Can they turn this into a score? Great hands from Charles Fifanua. Chartres stopped 8 metres out from the line. Oh, the ball just thrown wildly back infield. Taran attempting to put some organisation on the ball. He's done well since coming on. Sensible head, the ball thrown long. David Marty into the action as well. Bourbon sweeps in to try and steal the ball, but lifted off his feet, had to let go. Whistle blows. And the scrum will go to Perpignan. Pape will come back on.
And they've survived again. Fantastic defence, scrambling defence. Now, it's not fantastic defence because defensively, if you're looking at the organisation, it's pretty bad. for Stade Francais, but the scrambling and the ambition and the commitment has been fantastic. Just putting them, look, Arias working off the ball. They're scrambling back in defence, players realigning themselves. But a lot of this shouldn't happen in the first place, and you said it, John. There's a lot of the wrong players in the right places for Stade Francais, or for Perpignan. They've had backs out, the forwards out wide, where if they had backs, they were surely tries.
Well, at half-time, we probably expected to be watching Stade press on for a winning bonus point. They're defending for their lives here. They have a 10-point advantage. We're into the final 8 minutes of the game. Perpignan need to score twice to turn this around. They need something to get a losing bonus point. Julien Dupuis is on. Jerome Fiol's afternoon is finished. He heads to the showers. Awkward ball, Narroway does well to control it. Picks, almost slips through a little bit of a gap. Bourman again, cleared out just before he could get the ball. Divinash was the tackle a little bit high. Referee's arm is out. Now the penalty comes. Well, Hook will hurry up a little bit here, straight in front of the post. They'll go for the 3 points again. Just a little bit of afters. Been a niggly sort of match.
Just frustration on both sides. Frustration from Stade for not being able to implement their game plan, not actually getting a try from play, only from a penalty try from the scrum. And they want to so badly impose this really nice flowing game, offloading game that they can do, but they're just not getting there. And you know, this is a characteristic of their season. They'll be streets ahead in the first half and then defending to the game to win it in the end.
James Hook converts the penalty, reduces the margin to 7 points. His 4th successful kick. It's 4 out of 7. And that's really the difference between the sides on the scoreboard, at least. All credit to Perpignan to keep going, keep fighting here on the road. And they've certainly played a lot better in the second half than they did in the first.
Stade will be happy with the victory, but they need bonus points. And they, you know what, they deserve, and it's not, they're not coasting, they're not going, okay, we have the game won. That's the problem. If they were, you'd kind of go, okay, that's solvable. But it's more their consistency and their not being clinical and taking the scores when they're on offer.
Nicolas Durand is in at scrum half for Perpignan. He got that pass away. Sébastien Tafifanou as well. Geoffrey Michel almost sneaking through a gap there. Vital tackle came in. Perez comes across to act as scrum half. Well, it was almost a boot to the ball again from Pape there as Nicolas Durand looked to move it away. Maffei feinted the pass, ran straight into Julien Dupuis. Oh, now deliberate knock on given here. Pape got his hand on the ball.
3rd time from Pape today, getting the hand. And Marty's actually said it to him as well. That's 3 times Pape has done that.
Maffei did well. He was under pressure there, managed to get the ball back. Watch Pape. That's no worse than the other 2.
Somebody just got to tell him, use your boot. Like even to deflect that back on your own side, so it's not a knock on, is actually quite difficult because of the speed he's passing the ball.
Seven points between the sides, 4 minutes left. Perpignan secure possession from the line out, unable to get the ball going. Durand looking for another pod. Jalafu hit that ruck hard, just disrupted things slightly, slowed Perpignan down. Stade Francais bodies lying all over that one. Now what do Perpignan do here? This is a real question of their intent. Will they be happy to secure the losing bonus point? Do they need a draw? Nicolas Durand and James Hook having a discussion. Hook is determined to go for the corner. And what a kick from Hook.
Going for the draw.
Ok, ok.
It has actually been a good contest, and you often don't see that around Christmas time. People just go, okay, we're just going to target certain games. Perpignan have come here to win, and they've been committed to that. Yes, they'll get the losing bonus point by the looks of things, but now we've an interesting finale on our hands.
Well, Stade have won all the games at home this season so far. Can Perpignan put a little bit of a dent in that? Ball secured at the front of the line out. Perez carrying it at the base. Here comes the drive. They're going to peel away to the right hand side. Nicolas Durand doing his best to direct the traffic. Perez has almost wriggled his way through to the try line. Desperate defence here from Stade Francais. The bodies tumble to the ground. Sebastian Top14 waiting for the ball. Was Pape offside? Yes. Hands just touching the grass on the wrong side of the try line. But Stade will be happy to give away the penalty. Is it going to be more? It's going to be another card, I think.
Oh, that's
that too. I thought it was Pape was the one who snuck offside.
I think it was Pape, and the two put his body on the line for Pape. Referee said clearly, sank. Number 5, stay behind the line, and Pape came off.
Well, Toby's not long into the action. 2 minutes left for Perpignan to get the try they need. They go to the front of the line out once again. The ball back to Perez, but the ball has gone loose here. Durand needs a little bit of protection here. Lavala almost gets through. Top14, can he stretch for the line? Well, he must have got close. Referee is saying timeout here. He's going to go to the TMO.
Pape missed him. Did you see that? Pape got him and previously missed him this time.
Well, it's all about this question.
Watch this. Watch Pape. Just actually goes under him.
Just lost his footing. Was there a stretch to the line? He just has to touch it on the whitewash with a little bit of downward pressure. Try or no try is the question.
Watch Parise. Does Parise get in the way? Yeah, Parise's hand, look.
No try.
He's not over the line, is he?
No.
Parise's. Look at that. I don't think he makes that.
No, I'm surprised the referee stopped it though. This break will suit Stade Francais. It won't suit Perpignan. It'll take a little bit of gas out of the side.
Very hard to see. You'd need to see that from directly above, wouldn't you? See if he made the white.
Do you know the laws in this? If his hand is on the line, is that enough? But it must be the ball.
To be the ball, yeah.
Ok, le joueur rampe, ça marche. Ok, t'as dit, rampe.
Game over.
So that decision takes the notion of whether hit the line out of the question. Second movement, consistent with the decision earlier in the game, but I think his knees didn't really move on. He just reached for the line. Clisson clears.
Now, Stade, show a bit of common sense here. Maul it, and then if you have to play it, just short balls left and right, pick and go, with Dupuis marshalling the troops, and just waste the clock down.
Van Buren finds Moster. 40 seconds to go in the game. Stade just need to hold on to possession here. Perpignan managed to get in and wrap Pape up. The ball has gone to ground now. Let's come back on the Stade side. Dupuis keeping it very, very tight. Lavala this time rushes into the tacklers, keeps the ball alive, but there's a penalty to Perpignan. Nicolas Durand attempts to take it quickly, doesn't do so from the right position. And the clock ticks on. Now, will there be time to go for the corner? Will the bell sound? A little bit ahead of the TV clock. Well, that's the advantage of the home side. Perpignan come looking for this try. They have to get a late draw. Durand moves the ball, Hook keeps it on. The defence well organised from Stade Francais. Durand, little flat pass. Leo was the one waiting. Tacklers came in as they received the ball. Hook lying a little bit deep. Guichun, can he get outside? Gets away from one, slips the pass out. Durand did well to get back in field, get away from that touchline. Sébastien Tau Flippeneur spills the ball forward. And Stade Francais have held on for victory here. They led 10 points to 3 at half-time. 19-12 the final score. Perpignan on the road get a losing bonus point, but it's Stade prevail. Win number 10 for Stade Francais.
Et une première réaction déjà avec Sofiane Guitoun. On a l'impression que les scénarios se suivent, se ressemblent. Vous étiez tout près de ce match nul, voire un peu mieux.
Ouais, on n'est pas loin. Après, on est trop sanctionnés en mêlée pour gagner ce match. Ils font rien d'extraordinaire. Ils nous ont dominés en mêlée ce soir. Ça a été compliqué après de revenir dans le match, mais malgré tout ça, voilà, on n'est pas loin ce soir et c'est bien, on a rectifié le tir par rapport à la semaine dernière. Il va falloir continuer comme ça pour espérer gagner à l'extérieur et faire de meilleurs matchs.
Merci.